Yo, this is Ed Rowe,
And I'm Big Ratchet.
and this is Camp 8 Conversations.
You know.
What's happening, bro?
Lit Reed, brother.
Cooling,
Another
man.
day, another episode.
Yes, sir, man. Speaking of episode, man, we live on location, man. We at the Devil's Den, man, as you can see.
Big trop behind us, man. The viewers, the aesthetics, you get what we're trying to capture.
Yes, sir,
This time is about the youth, you know. About the organization is probably where we're going to start at with this episode. Talking about the organization and how we need to get this fundraising up and get this money collectively together. Where you at with it, big bro?
Man, you know that's a hot topic, man. Especially dealing with organizations, man. In the recent histories, people are hesitant to donate to organizations, man, nonprofits or whatever you have it. So it's been a gap, man. It's been a lack of sponsorships and a lot of things, and these kids are the ones suffering based on the adults' decisions with the money that has been coming in previously. We're not saying as of now, but as of the past, it's been an issue with money being spent in different places and not being accounted for. But we're gonna move past that. It's 2026, and we're gonna make the right decisions with the money so the kids don't suffer.
Right. And I think the community need to actually bear witness to something positive happening in the community, and it will bring the community back to the stronghold as far as sports, because that gives leadership skills to the community.
Yes, because this little league means so much to the community, man. Having these kids out here able to come out here and stay out of trouble and practice and just get that bond with other kids, man, and staying out of trouble, man. This little league is very, very instrumental into raising this village, man.
Yeah.
St. Pete has always been a staple in the community. I don't care how old you is, man. St. Pete Little League football has always been around, man. We trying to keep it relevant, man, you know?
Yeah, because the name is St. Pete Little Devils. It's the heart of the community, and I think, you know, when I was growing up, this place, you know, it just showed so much sportsmanship, brotherhood, the camaraderie, the way the team cheered each other on. These things always stayed packed.
Always stayed packed, man. Always stayed packed.
It just was, the Mighty Mites is where everybody wanted to be on this team, man.
Shout out to Juice, man. Shout out to Juice, man. St. Pete legend Diddy, all them boys, man. Mike Taylor, man.
Yeah,
Miko Styles,
definitely.
man. We got a lot of legends came through here, man. A lot of legends came through here, man. These people still out here, man, and doing positive things for the community, man. So with that being said, man, this organization, man, is very, very vital, man. So I want y'all to, if you had a bad experience with a little league organization, it doesn't have to be this organization. I want you to find in your hearts to reconsider and maybe give them another chance. Maybe they got new leadership. Maybe got the right people in place to make the right decisions, man, because I've heard that it's always been that. You know, people hesitant to donate. You know what I mean? They're worried about if you're going to go to Saks Fifth or you're going to go to the Booster concert, get the money, all that. You know what I mean? So people hesitant to donate, man, but these kids are the ones that are suffering. We need these kids paid for, man. We need to move as an organization, as a village, as a family, man. We really do need Little League football, man. We need it. This is part of our urban development. This is part of just us as a black people, you know what I mean, coming together, man. And it's not just football. We got baseball, we got other sports, man. We got other things in the classroom. It's more than just football, but this is the staple of community for us, especially right here in this neighborhood, man. Definitely. You know what I mean? So y'all please keep that in mind, man. We trying to do better. We trying to get better, man. And most importantly, man, we trying to do this for the kids, bro. This is for the kids, bro. This is not about adults with us. This is about the kids, man.
Yeah, I definitely think, man, we got to put these kids first, because it's detrimental right now and they don't have any other outlets. And sports can actually give them an outlet to reduce some of that energy and build up testosterone for these young boys and for these girls. They can express themselves while they cheerleading. So I think it's a big outlet, especially during the summertime when it's hot and they're frustrated and they need things to do to get their hands involved and get actually active. Definitely. Instead of getting active against each other and out here in these streets and doing with street politics, they should be learning how to be sportsmen and get conduct.
Cheerleaders, all that.
Just learning just different skills out here with other people and getting to see other men and adults interact with each other on the right level, you know?
Absolutely.
And so I just think that's the reason why it's so detrimental that we get back to having this back in St. Pete, because St. Pete is looking bad, y'all, out here in these streets. And I think our kids need to be on these fields and in these schools and like basketball. We got football, we got baseball, we got all these fields, and they're not being utilized because they don't have the sportsmanship or the guidance or the funding, or like bro said, the politics. Sometimes people think that the man might be doing the wrong thing with the money when he might have the right thing. Just because the predecessors done the wrong thing don't mean the people that's coming after them don't have the good intentions. So we got to put our best foot forward and have the faith in our leaders today that they are going to do the right thing.
They are going to do the thing.
Because some of our predecessors didn't do the right things. That don't mean our youth don't have the vision. So we got to have trust and be willing to work with them and try to build them up.
Okay. Now moving forward, man, we was out here a couple of weeks ago, man. We did a little walk through and whatnot, and we seen a lot of mothers out here. We rarely seen maybe a handful of fathers out here, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was, a work schedule, just a lack of a father not being present. Fellas, man, don't just drop these kids off, man. You know what I mean? If you can afford to spend an hour or two out here practicing, watch your child get active. You know what I mean? Maybe even help them, inspire them to want to go harder on this field. You know what I mean? Just dropping them off and leave them, that's really not the thing to do, man. Because these aren't babysitters. You know what I mean? You should be out here supervising your child as they practice, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. I just had to throw that out there.
I think that's a positive thing, bro, because not only that, I know the coaches here, but the fathers can give the insight on what they need to work on, and when they get home can help them actually work on, they actually hone in on the skills, or the uncle, or the brother, or the big cousin. Any male figure, I think, should be actually out here trying to help if they want to see the kid, not just because little man good, he can catch. Now you want to come see man.
Yeah.
You got to help man get good.
Build it up.
Now once man gets to the NFL, he gonna remember Uncle was there every game, helping me get there, helping me with these hurdles, helping me through this practice.
That's right.
Not wait the man score 6 touchdowns and now want to show up to the game. That's wild, y'all. That ain't how we supposed to be rocking. We got to build him up, build his character, make sure he got his sportsmanship, so he do want to come back and pour back into his community. Because it was people, the big homie from off the block that came and seen his game or whatever. Whoever it is, we do need male figures. And if you one of the big homies on the block and you know little homie good at football, you should be the one to step up. It could be you. It ain't got to be his uncle.
Definitely.
We need more male figures in general, I think.
In general, you're absolutely right, man. And speaking on that, man, just the tradition, man, and just the mystique around here, man. Like, you know what I mean? There's been a lot of great athletes, a lot of great people, just not athletes, just people. It turned out to be great people, man. And it's going to take a community, it's going to take a village to actually make something out of this, man. And we, as the elder statesmen, so to speak, we need to do our job, you know what I mean, and get back to the tradition, man, and just really just doing what we can, man, to help the community, man, and build the Devil's Den back up to relevance, you know what I mean? Because we used to that, you know, St. Pete, this was a powerhouse. When I came up, like,
what?
They was knocking Lakewood, T-Bur, all that shit was going in the trash. Back when I came up, real talk, man. Yeah. Shout out to Juice, Mike Taylor, and them boys, man. Them boys were bringing pain.
This was the place to be.
Shout out to Dante Payne, man, my main man, for real, man.
No, for real.
But yeah, man, and speaking of pain and Kane, man, shout out to the little homie, man. My little homie Kane, man, he coaching the 14U right now, man. Young man really got his head on his shoulder, man, and got a lot of leadership qualities, and I'm looking for good things out of the young brother, man. Yeah. So Kane, when you ever get a chance to check this out, man, just know, man, love, bro, keep doing what you're doing, man. Definitely. That's
real. You're part of Camp 8 Conversations because you are the conversation.
Yes,
keep doing what you're doing. The work is needed because, you know, it's more, you're setting an example for more young brothers to lead like you are. Yeah. You're the example. You're the pivotal. Where you going at right now in your direction. We focused on you because the light's on you. Keep shining, young brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
and back to legacy, bro. I remember when these stands used to be rocking, they used to be so filled up. And people used to come through saying, who that say that we ain't bad?
Who that? Who that?
Man, that slogan was, they used to bring the people out, man. I used to hear that all the way from the projects. They used to come out just to come see these boys play on this field.
The Devil's Den.
Inspire me, you know.
The Devil's Den.
The athletics is needed. It's definitely needed in the community. It's definitely needed for these kids to see a different outlook. So if the men in the community can step up and put your best foot forward, whatever you got, funding, equipment.
All that, man. We need
You
all
know,
that, man. We
it-
lacking. We lacking in all departments, man. You know what I mean? But more importantly, we lacking trust, man. Find it in your heart to figure out how to trust these organizations or trust these individuals. Or maybe you might not even have to just basically hand over some money. Maybe just, okay, man, ask them what when I need to go get some mouthpieces. Just go out and get it and just bring it to the organization. If you scared to just hand somebody over your money, just go out and buy it yourself. Go order it off Amazon, wherever you want to go. Dick's Sporting Goods, you know what I mean? Just do what you can. Maybe donate some fruit, some anything will help out here. You know what I mean? Cause
Yeah, some water, some juices. Donate to the team, man. We need
anything
you.
will help, man.
Support. We don't really need you. The youth need you. So, and we need our youth because we ain't gonna be here too long. They're gonna be the next ones to look after the kids and the babies. And so, if we can't do it for them, what you expect for them to do it for the next ones coming up? So we got to show them the right way. We got to lead as far as instead of talking, we started walking it. You feel me? Actually start putting our best foot forward and actually doing it for these babies because we losing our babies at a monumental rate and not just to the system, to the dirt. We actually losing our babies. You know what I mean? So we gotta start paying attention to what's going on and change the narrative and be the change that we want to see.
That's right.
Actually be the change. Start walking instead of talking it, bro.
The importance of coaching, man. We got to understand this, man. You leaving your kids with these coaches and is very important, man, because coaching is also a form of educating and actually instilling values in your child, even on the football field and off the football field. A coach should be someone that your child can look up to. So, coach, with that being said, be mindful of your behavior on social media, even in public. Just, you know what I mean? Be mindful of that because these kids are always watching. Whether you know it or not, these kids are always paying attention. Even if you least expect it, they watching. So we got to keep that in mind. Also, in these organizations, when hiring these coaches, you guys really need to do these level 2 backgrounds and get the right people out here. Nobody don't need to be around here looking at no kids and none of that shit with that background. Listen, maybe it was 20 years ago, but guess what, buddy? You can't be out here to the park. Straight up. If it was 30 years ago, guess what, buddy? You can't be out here to the park. You know what I mean? So we trying to really get the right people around, man, and make the right decisions, man. Level 2 background checks or whatever it is, man, and if you got some kind of whatever it is, man, listen, and you don't need to be around kids, guess what, bro? Get your ass around these kids. Straight up, we not playing with your ass, man. So that go to any organization, man. If you got somebody who's y'all looking past their background, nah, we not doing none of that because that's lowers the standards. We trying to have a high morale. We trying to have the right people around these kids to push these kids in the right direction, not just on the football field, but in life as a whole. You know what I mean? That's what this is a tool right here. This is not the beginning or the end. This is just a stepping stone. It's a tool that these kids are going to use to become productive citizens, you know what I mean, and make the right decisions, and maybe come back and donate and build a better field. You know, you never know, you know what I mean? Right. So, you know what I mean? Keep that in mind, organizations, man. Y'all have to do them background checks. You have to stay on top of these coaches, you know what I mean? Because they are a reflection, man. Them kids seeing these coaches every day, and they looking up to them. And you don't want to give them that bad image, coach. Like, just keep it 100. If you ain't living right or you got other stuff going on and you know what I mean, you got to understand these kids are watching, man. So being a coach is a big decision, you know what I mean? And it's a meaningful decision.
Because you're putting yourself in front of the kids in a light to where they actually want to learn from you. So they're going to learn all your mistakes and your flaws also. So, you know, like you said, bro, it's a conscious decision to be a coach in itself. Because you got to be aware of those things. You got a lot of kids looking up towards you. So therefore, coach, whoop the whoop, get caught up in some kind of crazy stuff, it's going to look crazy, and then the kid's going to be looking for their coach. And that's a mentor figure. So you're right, bro. It's pivotal for the organizations to also pay attention to who they hire as coaches, and also for the coaches to be mindful for taking the position. So I think it's just on a community as a whole. We all got to do better and put our best foot forward because the kids are what's at stake.
Definitely. And staying on that subject, man, we not saying be perfect, you know what I mean? Because look at me, I'm a 2-time loser. I've been in the federal prison, I've been in the state system, you know what I mean? But it's never too late to make the right decisions, you know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind, man. Don't just blackball somebody or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe they can help from afar. You know what I mean? Don't
Right.
turn down volunteers, man. You know what I mean? Maybe they can't be around the kids, or maybe they could be on the social media website. Maybe they could find you new sponsors. You never know. You know what I mean? But everybody deserves a second chance. But if you playing with kids, you don't get no chances. That's just one in your ass done. Straight up.
It's over with.
One and done. We ain't, nah. You don't get no second chance on that shit there. Straight up. But yeah, man. But on a brighter note, man, we out here, man. You know, hopefully we're gonna have a beautiful season, man. St. Pete back. We got the cheerleaders out here. We got the midgets down the field. We got my main man patting them down there, man. Motion boys down the hill, man. You know what I mean? It's the Devil's Den.
A lot of motion with the motion boys. I
heard the year to come back.
They stirring up motion.
The motion boys, man.
Check out little bro over here with the 14U. What do you say? Got 13 and 14U?
Yeah, a lot of 13-year-olds for his 14U. So he's working it out, man. Like I said, man, back to Kane, man. Hey, bro, appreciate you, man. This weekend we had a good long talk, man, and you won me over, man. It ain't easy to win me over, man. Straight up. So, you know what I mean? We're gonna put what we can together, man. We're gonna get some sponsorships behind your team and the whole organization, because I've been doing a lot of outsearching. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna do a lot of outsearching because we wasn't really received well when we first initially stepped to the organization on some volunteer type time. It was really kind of like cold shoulder, but nevertheless, we still here to help. You know what I mean? So hopefully they get to see this and understand that it's all good. We ain't tripping.
It's about the kids.
We ain't tripping.
It's always
we
about
gonna do
the
it for the kids. We ain't tripping on no fame, no fortune, none of that, because we already got that. We been had that. You know what I mean? That's just being honest. You know what I mean? So our motive is for the kids. You know what I mean? We coming with great intentions, true intentions, and just godly intentions, man. So we can't go wrong. We're not gonna lose. We got the man upstairs on our side.
That part. Put him
no
first.
Weapon formed against us will prosper.
The intention is there.
So you know what I mean? So that's how we rocking with the Devil's Den again. Salute to the Devil's Den, man.
That part, Green
you know
Devils.
I was talking to one of the old heads, man. I don't know old head name, but he's been around for a minute. Was thinking about even doing a ring of honor or something of that nature and honor some of the old alumni sometime this year. I'm gonna go over that with the VP and see exactly what. But that's something that I came up with. You know what I mean? But somebody else could take the credit.
Right.
They could take. I don't care. But I'm just saying we want to do something to kind of commemorate and maybe even get some of the old alumni to come back and pitch in. Not maybe just financially, maybe just some of their time, some of their knowledge, some of their experiences. You know what I'm saying? We on all that type of time. You know what I mean? We trying to make St. Pete great again, man. You know what I mean? We got our ups and our downs, but man, we want to make St. Pete Little Devils great again.
That part. Because it's definitely a great organization, always has been, and had it, like bro said, ups and downs. But you know,
shout out to Coach Cecil, man.
It could be one of the
all
biggest,
the OGs, man.
The biggest again.
Yeah, man. Definitely, Coach Jet, man. All the old school, man. You know we old school, man. We go back with this shit, man. You know what I mean? I miss a lot of old faces around here, man. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's just you know that times change. People lives lead them in different directions, man. But hopefully we could maybe have a throwback day when we got all the old school people who used to be here, plug them in and just, you know what I mean, do something like that, man. I think that would be nice, man, and bring a lot of the old tradition back, man, and let these people see that this is the home, you know what I mean? We ain't from, I'm 9th Street, Seminole, all that, you know what I mean? St. Pete, I ain't go across Lakewood and Zelia and Northeast. Nah, this was our home. I never played, but this was the home for us, man, and still is, man. St. Pete, Little Devils, man. That part.